The upcoming 2024 United States Senate elections are generating immense interest, capturing the attention of political analysts and voters alike. As the campaign trail heats up, the unpredictable fluctuations in public opinion are dramatically altering the dynamics of the race. A crucial question looms over the nation: which party will ultimately seize control? In several battleground states such as Arizona, Georgia, and Wisconsin, the competition remains fierce, with every vote potentially tipping the balance. Both parties are strategizing intensely, aiming to secure their foothold in these pivotal regions. The outcome will be heavily influenced by the support each candidate garners in these areas. For the Democrats, a victory could mean maintaining their legislative agenda, while a win for the Republicans could signify a return to their policies and priorities. The stakes are high, as the rivalry between major political figures Trump and Harris adds further tension. Their influence in these key states will be a decisive factor in determining which party takes the lead. The nation watches closely as these significant events unfold, setting the stage for a momentous chapter in American political history. With the increasing interest in Alaska's natural resources, the Democratic Party is gradually narrowing the divide in what is becoming a highly competitive market. Meanwhile, in Alabama, the Republican Party's strategic policies are successfully drawing investments from sectors such as energy and insurance, reinforcing their stronghold in the region. California's Democratic dominance is fueled by its tech industry and green energy investments, making it a progressive leader. Colorado is steadily leaning Democratic, driven by changing political preferences. Georgia's multifaceted economic landscape, characterized by its thriving technology startups and a vibrant film industry, ensures the state remains a focal point in the national arena. Meanwhile, Hawaii's strong democratic alignment is solidified by its steady tourism industry and substantial environmental initiatives, leaving little room for political shifts. The state of Arizona has experienced significant growth in its real estate sector, which has contributed to the increasing support for the Democratic Party in recent elections. This economic shift has altered the political landscape, making it a battleground for both parties. Meanwhile, in Arkansas, the Republican Party remains dominant due to the state's focus on fostering a favorable environment for small businesses. The emphasis on growth and attractive tax policies has solidified its position as a stronghold for conservative values. Massachusetts remains a powerhouse in the fields of technology and healthcare, securing a solid Democratic hold on the state. With the increasing interest in Alaska's natural resources, the Democratic Party is gradually narrowing the divide in what is becoming a highly competitive market. With the increasing interest in Alaska's natural resources, the Democratic Party is gradually narrowing the divide in what is becoming a highly competitive market. Louisiana's robust investments in the oil and gas industries have further entrenched the state's preference for Republican policies, underscoring its favorable business environment. Similarly, Maryland's emphasis on biotechnology and education has enabled the Democrats to secure a solid footing, maintaining their strong influence over the state's political landscape. The state of Delaware is solidly aligned with the Democratic Party due to its favorable corporate tax policies, which have created a thriving environment for finance and legal sectors. Meanwhile, Florida remains a highly contested battleground, attracting interest from various demographics through its diverse offerings in real estate, retirement facilities, and numerous investment opportunities. This dynamic makes Florida a focal point for political campaigns, contrasting sharply with Delaware's steadfast political alignment. Iowa is gaining traction due to its focus on agriculture and renewable energy, making it a competitive state in the political landscape. Despite this progress, Republicans still hold a modest advantage, suggesting that traditional party loyalty and economic strategies resonate with the voters. Meanwhile, Kansas remains a Republican stronghold, bolstered by its thriving agricultural sector and ongoing advancements in technology. These factors contribute significantly to the party's strong foothold. In Kentucky, the continued prosperity of the coal industry, coupled with the growth of small businesses, secures a consistent Republican dominance, indicating a firm alignment with the state's economic priorities. In Oklahoma, the steady expansion of the energy sector, particularly oil and natural gas, reinforces its conservative leaning, making it a Republican stronghold. On the other hand, Oregon's progressive stance is shaped by its commitment to technology innovation and environmental sustainability, which aligns with Democratic values. Meanwhile, Pennsylvania, a state known for its pivotal role in elections, sees its support for the Democratic Party bolstered by policies promoting manufacturing growth and increased investment in education. The Republican Party's stronghold in Tennessee is further strengthened by policies that favor small businesses and maintain low tax rates, creating a favorable environment for entrepreneurs and investors alike. In Texas, the growing influence of real estate and technology sectors has turned the state into a competitive arena, drawing significant attention from both major parties. New Jersey consistently leans towards the Democratic Party, primarily due to its strong focus on financial services and a robust educational system, both of which are key pillars in shaping voter preferences. Meanwhile, New Mexico's commitment to renewable energy initiatives and substantial investment in educational programs further solidifies its Democratic standing, making it a secure state for the party. New York, as one of the most significant financial centers in the United States, continues to uphold its Democratic alignment, largely influenced by the pivotal role of its financial markets in the state's economy and policy-making landscape. The agricultural and natural resources sectors have historically been pillars of support for the Republican Party, contributing to its stronghold in many rural regions. This alignment stems from the party's emphasis on deregulation and policies favorable to large-scale farming and energy extraction. On the other hand, Illinois serves as a prime example of a state where the Democratic Party thrives, thanks to its robust healthcare, education, and financial services sectors. These industries tend to support Democratic policies that promote social welfare, regulatory oversight, and investments in public services, giving the party a consistent advantage in more urbanized and economically diverse areas. Rhode Island's political environment is heavily shaped by healthcare and educational priorities, driving the state's Democratic leanings. On the other hand, the Republican Party remains influential through its focus on promoting small business development and a thriving real estate sector. Meanwhile, in South Dakota, agricultural production and the energy industry play pivotal roles, solidifying the state's long-standing Republican preference. This stark contrast between the two regions highlights how differing economic and social issues influence party dominance across the United States. North Carolina has emerged as a pivotal battleground state due to its thriving technology sector and the increasing presence of financial services. These industries are contributing to the state's dynamic economic landscape, making it a focal point for both parties as they seek to secure a competitive edge. Meanwhile, North Dakota's political alignment continues to favor Republicans, supported by its robust energy production and a strong agricultural base, which remain key pillars of its economy. On the other hand, Ohio's competitiveness persists, largely influenced by its significant contributions to manufacturing and strategic real estate investments, positioning it as a state of interest for both political sides. Mississippi consistently leans toward the Republican Party, primarily due to its robust agricultural sector and the steady growth of small businesses, which form the backbone of its economy. Similarly, Missouri remains a reliable bastion for the Republican base, supported by the strength of its manufacturing industry and the resilience of its small business community. Meanwhile, the political climate in Montana presents a challenging scenario. The substantial investments in the energy sector have made this state highly competitive, but Republicans currently maintain a slight advantage over their opponents, posing significant challenges for Democratic incumbent candidates. The state of Nebraska remains a stronghold for the Republican Party, primarily due to its robust agricultural economy, which continues to provide a solid foundation of support for conservative values and policies. In contrast, sectors such as tourism and the real estate market give the Democrats a foothold, though recent trends indicate that the competition between the two parties is becoming increasingly fierce. Meanwhile, New Hampshire is witnessing steady growth in high-tech industries and the expansion of small businesses, developments that typically align with Democratic interests, giving them an advantage in the region. Vermont's strong Democratic performance is largely attributed to its focus on renewable energy initiatives and educational advancements. The state's policies emphasize sustainable development, making it a hub for green energy projects and environmental consciousness. Similarly, Virginia has become a Democratic stronghold due to its thriving technology industry and substantial government contracts. These factors contribute to job creation and economic stability, solidifying Democratic support. In Washington, the dominance of cloud computing and the e-commerce sector plays a pivotal role in maintaining Democratic influence. The presence of major tech companies fuels economic growth, making it a reliable base for the party. Meanwhile, Wisconsin has emerged as a battleground state where the Democratic Party aims to capitalize on its slim advantage by focusing on education reform and healthcare initiatives. These strategies are designed to appeal to undecided voters and those dissatisfied with the current status quo, as the state grapples with questions surrounding the quality and accessibility of public services. In contrast, states like Wyoming, with its deep-rooted ties to the fossil fuel industry and substantial agricultural subsidies, remain steadfastly Republican. But the economic dependency on these sectors ensures a strong alignment with policies that support traditional energy and rural economies, making it difficult for Democratic candidates to gain traction. As the election night approaches, each state's unique political climate and policy priorities will continue to evolve, making it a pivotal moment in shaping the future political direction of the United States. Stay tuned for more in-depth analysis as new developments unfold.